Hello and welcome to a unboxing of the MSI Power Edition GTX 670. I bought this as kind of I suppose maybe a congratulations present to myself. Not just that, I just felt like buying a new graphics card, and I'm hoping it's good. I haven't installed it yet. I've had a look inside, so I suppose this kind of has already technically been unboxed. But anyway, I'm going to do it again, just so you guys can see what's inside it, and maybe explain to you what the GPU is. So here we have the box. It's MSI Power Edition GTX 670, DirectX 11, all of that. And if we open up the box, you can see all the stuff inside. There's a graphics card. There's a bit too much glare, so you probably can't get a good glimpse of that. Hopefully it's not too bad. And then we've got all this up here with all the specs and kind of what's good about it and stuff like that. This isn't a reference design. If you don't know what that means, basically Nvidia produce a reference card of all the cards they make, and pretty much like all the manufacturers will take that design up and sometimes just remake it but in their name, and because it's exactly the same as the reference. Whereas this one is a Power Edition made by MSI Twin Frozr. I think that's how you pronounce it, spelt like that. And it's basically their thermal design, so it's like has better stuff for getting rid of heat. So if you see, I think it's down here, just see if I can angle the camera. I am recording this on my phone, so it's pretty rubbish, but you can see 18 degrees cooler and 9 decibels quieter than a reference card, so that's quite a difference, considering I only had to pay £40 extra for it. Apparently it's made out of military class components. Obviously I don't know if it is, but apparently it is. And I would kind of open up the box. In fact, I will try and have a go at that. But of course it is very tricky whilst trying to record at the same time. So we can get a nice view of this. In fact, this is going to be pretty tricky to open. Yeah, the Velcro isn't very good, as you can probably see down there. Just had a close-up of my hand. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite tricky for me to unbox stuff. Let's see if we pop this down on the floor, possibly. Oh, this is going to be pretty tricky. So, how about I put the camera down there? I don't know what the view will be like. Oh, looks like it's going to fall over, actually. How will we go about doing this? If I simply place this down here, possibly. It's not going to stay up, I don't think. Let's just put it down for a second. Sorry about that, if it goes black. Oh yeah, it's out now. Yeah, I do apologise about that. I can't actually edit this footage because it's on my phone, although actually technically I can. But considering I don't have internet, there's not really much point in me doing that. But yeah, I do apologise if there is like a 10-second bit where the camera's black and not showing anything. That's because I put it face down on the carpet. In fact, carpet's probably not the best place to unbox this. Because computer components are affected by static, although it has got anti-static kind of protection, the foam there and the thing around it, so it's not too bad. I hope. We've got cables with it. These are probably power adapters, and I think there is supposed to be an SNI cable. I don't know what one of them looks like, mind you, so probably can't tell you, but apparently it does. May be able to get the card out, possibly. Not actually out this wrapper, but just have a quick look at it. So you can see it's pretty big. Obviously the camera doesn't say much about it because you aren't holding it in your hands, but in terms of a graphics card, it is pretty big. I think it's a few centimeters longer than the one I currently have. It's got two big fans because of the third-party cooler, and what's quite cool about it is that, I don't know if you'll find this cool, but it's actually pretty heavy. Especially as I'm holding it at the end, I suppose that kind of explains why it feels heavy. But if I can get a quick view of the back, which I can't really, there seems to be a bit of stuff blocking it, but you can see we've got two DVI connections, so that means, basically we can have two screens off the bat, and then I think we've got two mini port displays, which can obviously have adapters in for DVI, so effectively what it's saying is that you can now have surround gaming without having to have SNI, which is very good in fact. Although, to be honest, gaming on 4 screens with one GPU isn't that great, considering that you're only going to get probably like just over 25 FPS on some games, I suppose. Obviously on like other games it's fine, but yeah, 4 screens and one GPU is pretty much pushing the boundary of a graphics card. So there you have it. There was a quick unboxing of my new GPU which I bought. It cost, I think, £340 in the end if you wanted to know if you wanted one. And just to explain to you guys of my sub base that doesn't know what a GPU is, well, basically it's a component in your computer which allows you to render games. So if you've heard of frames per second, basically what that means is how many pictures the graphics card can render each second. And because you probably know you've got to have at least 25 FPS to be able to see smoothly, humans can see at 25 FPS, although many people complain that it's different with gaming, which I sometimes find, unless it's like in 40 FPS or something, I sometimes find it a bit slow. But yeah, there you go. So it basically renders pictures, I suppose. In a simpler sense, it renders 30 pictures a second or something. For an example, obviously, like the FPS is going to be different on a game, but it renders pictures like so many times a second, over 30 frames per second, so you can see it clearly, and it's like watching movies. So graphics cards are actually incredibly powerful, because the amount of work they do is incredible. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching my video of me unboxing the GTX 670. Hope you did enjoy it. I do apologise for the editing because this probably can't be edited, as obviously I have internet issues, so I'm going to have to probably upload it from my mobile. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed it, so thanks for watching and see you next time.